What's going on, family? Welcome back to the channel. Today, I want to get into something that's very important for all of us. And so let's go ahead and get right into it. The Bible tells us to love your neighbor as you love yourself. So, how do you do that? Leave in the comments how you love yourself. We're going to talk about that more here in this video. Me, myself, the first way I love myself is by saying no sometimes. Yeah, we can't say no all the time, but you can't let people be a drain on your spirit or on your time or your resources. So sometimes you just have to say no. And I'll tell you, there have been times when I've said yes, and I hated myself after I said yes. I said yes to something that I didn't want to do, and I wasn't comfortable in my spirit after I did it, after I said yes. So it's all about taking care of yourself and loving yourself. So sometimes that means saying no. Because if you are that person that says yes all the time, you're going to find out that you don't have time for yourself. Your resources are going to be drained financially. Your time is going to be drained because people will just call you and dump on you without any consideration for you. Or you try and give somebody some advice, and for whatever reason, they're like, yeah. We all have those friends that we try and talk to, and they're like, yeah. They're not listening to anything you say. And so what it ends up being is a big waste of time for you. And at that point, you're not loving yourself. You're actually getting aggravated because you know that they're not listening to you. So we have to be careful and monitor that closely, that sometimes we just have to say no to people that will put a drain on us. The next thing is taking time for yourself. You can't forget about you. In saying no, that should open up some time for yourself. And whatever you do with that time is up to you, whether it's sitting down meditating, whether it's listening to some good music, whether it's working out, whether it's taking a drive, whatever it is for you, looking at YouTube videos. Hopefully mine are one of the ones that you look at. But whatever it is for you, that's what you need to focus on in taking time for yourself. We give our time to so many others. We give our time to our spouses, to our significant others, to our families, to causes. We volunteer. We give our time to our church. We give our time to our neighbors and friends. So many different avenues that your time is going down all the time. And the avenue called you sometimes doesn't see you in that lane for days and days and sometimes weeks at a time if you're not careful. So you have to remember to take care of you. Remember that. Take care of you. A lot of people will say take care of you first. Whatever order you want to put it in, just remember to take care of you. The next thing is be available for yourself. What do you mean by that, HA? Well, in order to take time for you, you have to make yourself available for yourself. You can't have your time clogged up. You can't have your mind clogged up with bills and issues and challenges all the time. We need to learn to clear our minds if just for a few minutes and give yourself a break to be available for yourself and some of the things that you like to do. So always remember that. Be available for yourself. There are a lot of good points in this video, and that's one of the best ones. Be available for yourself and make sure that you are, because if you're not available for yourself, that means you're giving too much attention to other things, and in the end, you're not loving yourself. Remember, we're loving ourselves as we love our neighbors. We may love our neighbors, giving all our time and resources and energy to them, but really it's a drain on you, and you're not fully giving to them what you could if you took the time for yourself. So be available for yourself. The next thing is, and this is a key word here, be intentional. Be intentional about all of these points, about saying no, about taking time for yourself, about being available for yourself. Be intentional in what you do for you. Be intentional on loving yourself. If you don't do it intentionally, it can get pushed to the side and you never end up loving on yourself. And you turn into this miserable person that has this dark cloud over your head all the time. And then people hate to see you coming, except for what you can give to them. So you always want to remember to be intentional. Write that down, put it on a yellow sticky note, hang it in your bathroom, on your computer, in your car, wherever the places you frequent. When you're brushing your teeth, on your bathroom mirror, write the words, be intentional. Be intentional. Though that is a very, very important ingredient to this recipe of loving on yourself. Maybe the first ingredient. Be intentional and give yourself a break sometime. Me and my wife, we have this cool saying, take me out, coach. Right then, we know that one of us are a little bit overwhelmed, maybe tired, ready to throw the cards in for a little while. So we look at each other, one or the other will say, take me out, coach. You remember playing sports growing up. You There was a time when you got tired, you tapped out, or you raised your finger up. Take me out, coach. Give me a break. Give me a breather. I need some time here. I need to catch my breath. I need to reset and renew myself so that when I go back in, I'm much more effective. So take me out, coach. That's a great saying to remember, especially if you're close to somebody else, your significant other, your spouse, your family, your friends, somebody that you're really close to. Sometimes you have to look at them and tell them, take me out, coach. Give me a break. Give me a breather. I need to go sit down somewhere for a while. I need to just stop and meditate and chill for a minute. So always remember that. Take me out, coach. And those are the things that I wanted to talk to you about today. Number one, remember to say no sometimes. Sometimes we have to say no in order to maintain our own mental health. And I'll get back to that here soon. The second thing is be available for yourself. Be available for yourself. And the third thing is take time for yourself. Take time out for yourself. It's okay. I give you permission, if that's what you need, to take time out for yourself. Also, remember the word be intentional. Be intentional about doing these things. Be intentional. Do it with the intent of making you a better person, of bringing you to that commandment of loving your neighbor as you love yourself. And the last thing is come up with a catchphrase. For me and my wife, again, it's take me out, coach, and let me go sit down and catch my breath and just stop doing whatever it is I'm doing. Nothing is really that pressing. At times, yeah, we got to get things done in the moment, but you have to manage that also so that you can be available for yourself. You can remember to take the time for yourself and be intentional about it. So take me out, coach, so that I can get my thoughts together, so that I can clear my mind and reorganize, regroup, and restore myself to the point where I can be effective for not only myself, but also for my neighbors or my friends or my families or my significant other, whatever the case may be. So always remember those things, family. Those are important in our journey. And if you're starting a YouTube channel or thinking about it, those are some good things to remember because you're going to have to be available to make videos. You're going to have to say no to some things your friends may be calling you to do for a little while until you get your videos filmed and your thumbnails done and editing if you're going to edit and all of that type of stuff. Uh, you're going to have to be intentional about your time. You're going to have to sit down and make videos. It's not always comfortable. So maybe you need some mental preparation and mental health. That's what this is all about, family. It's about maintaining your mental health. How can you love your neighbors if you're not mentally stable within yourself? So you have to remember to take care of your own mental health first. That involves doing all of these different things, which isn't much. And in the end, you're going to benefit so that you can be the best person that you can be, not only for yourself, but for those around you. And then you can get that reputation of being the person to go to because you always seem to be grounded. You always seem to have the right things to say, or you always know when to be silent. Sometimes you just don't have to say anything to people. Your silence is the most powerful thing. So that's all I wanted to share with you today, family. We're 12 minutes into this video, and I hope you listen to the whole thing because these are some great points. And do me a favor in the comments, what I want you to do is share how you love on yourself. We all learn better when we all learn together. Maybe you're doing something that would benefit me. Maybe I'm doing something that would benefit you or others out there. So please, if you're watching this video all the way through, leave me a comment and let's take care of each other. Love our neighbors, but first of all, love ourselves. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this video if you've been inspired by it. And I will see you in the next video. God bless. Remember, y'all, our experience counts. This is your man, HA. Peace.